Hello, dear publicans. So you're curious to know what's going on, what the team is doing, and why. Where are we in terms of our initially planned roadmap? Those of you working in technology and IT, you know very well that a plan for a year, especially in crypto, is probably a plan to fail. So we are revising our roadmap, taking into account both a goal of the project, existing market conditions, and most importantly, interaction with other relevant parties like authors or publishers. So what's going on there? There are two opportunities that we encounter, and naturally these bring two development vectors. So the first of them is an opportunity lying with authors who are applying for book ICOs. We already have several authors confirming that they will launch their book ICO pages, and many and more are coming. So that's definitely something that how to say, an interest and opportunity that we have to match technologically and have to provide a platform for it. And another opportunity that we did not really put in the roadmap because we did not plan it will evolve like this. These are publishers who have rights for certain book distribution who are wondering, like, what if we would put these books we have currently where we have worldwide distribution rights, because naturally we put it on blockchain, you cannot geofence. What if we put them to Publica? How will it work? Well, and naturally we are also reacting to this opportunity, even if it's not something that we planned initially. So how we are going to attack these two goals? How are we going to proceed over these two development vectors? One being a book ICO campaign builder. Well, and naturally Publica wallet, because if it's book ICO, you have to buy something. You have to buy a read token. You have to buy a token for access this particular book. And for this, you need pebbles. You need PBL tokens. And to make this process more user-friendly, we of course want to have our own public wallet that later will be upgraded with a reader. And for the next opportunity, for the publishers already coming with a substantial backlog, what do we need to provide for them technologically? Well, generally everything, right? Because we have to, if for authors who do their ICOs, we do not need yet to provide content storage solution and reader, because, well, they just need a ICO page builder to start with, and then they need to deploy smart contract, and people use wallet to buy tokens, and then after a while, when a book is ready, they really need like a book content management solution so they can upload it, so people can eventually read it, and people need reader. But if we speak about the guys who tell, hey, I can bring you some books right now, then for these guys, we need to provide everything. Yeah, exactly, everything. We need to have a storage solution. We have to have a reader already integrated with wallet. And so this is our current strategic dilemma. So how are we addressing it? Well, and naturally, we want to address two development vectors. So for book ICOs, next week on Monday, we finally launch a page, publica.com, Publica.io is becoming a history. Authors and readers from conventional world, they prefer .com to associate with an established business. We will accept new registrations and we think to time limit, because we want to have a batch, a batch of people like in business incubator, right? Here for startups, you have a batch, and then you train them and you go together with them to successful launch. So we think about 1,000 authors or 30 days, whatever comes first. And after this registration, authors will be presented with an exclusive content that will explain to them what are the differences of funding, starting your book on the blockchain, and what are the affordances, limitations, and opportunities lying there, and how to promote your page, how to use your help, Publica's help, right? And then eventually, when they understand that, in February we'll launch book campaign page builder. So it's like an ICO, right? You see a page and you still cannot contribute. It's just a promotional page that is inviting you to contribute at some time. That is creating certain anticipation. That is gathering community. That is sharing PR pieces that they produce. Sharing the videos, interviews, pitches, references from other works, and so on. Well, and after some time, when community has matured, and authors feel, oh, well, now it's really good time to sell the book, to sell the tokens. We explain how to use smart contract deployment engine. Of course, authors do not need to know anything about solidity, mapping, smart contracts, oracles. It's just graphical user interface. And naturally, we need to release a Publica wallet, because once they make something available to buy, we want people really to use this opportunity, of course. And it will drive an organic demand for PBL tokens. Well, and some authors will take a year to deliver, and some might do it just in a few months, because they might have their book almost finished, so it just needs certain book packaging, and in 1 or 2 months it's out there for you to read. So in May, June, we plan to release what we call Publica Writer, content upload, and of course Publica Reader integration into Publica Wallet. Because there is a clear need for reader to have wallet, because you need to have a private key, first of all, to broadcast, valid transactions to the blockchain, and second, to sign certain requests to the storage, to the book storage, so the book you are entitled to read can be delivered to you. Well, it's for Q1 and Q2 plan, as was discussed in Ask Me Anything, and naturally the platform will evolve. There will be internal exchange of read tokens, so people can engage in secondary market, and all kind of evolution of Publica Wallet to integrate better payment providers. But what's happening with a vector that deals with publishers who are ready to bring some books right now? Well, naturally, we are addressing it in the we already started. We had a planning meeting. We didn't plan to release anything complete, right? We planned the platform will evolve together with authors writing the content. But as we see certain push from publishers to explore this possibility, we want to accommodate that. So we think that a reasonable solution, and you're welcome to suggest and comment for this opportunity, would be an MVP for an initial set of books relevant to cryptocurrency wallet users. Because naturally, well, we want to release, say, fully functional platform as soon as possible to accommodate an interest of publishers to bring a ready catalog, a ready database of books. But of course it will not be as user-friendly as it would be if we would work on it half a year or a year as we planned. So we think that a reasonable approach here would be to deliver a product targeted at our kind of organic target audience, the crypto users. There are about 2 million people who participated in ICO in last year, so in addition to cryptocurrency users in general. And definitely these people read. So we just figure out a segment of books most relevant for this audience, and we start with that. Well, why does it help? Generally, we don't need to, to babysit these people in terms of user interface and exchanges. So we can create a full end-to-end experience of buying your book on the blockchain and reading it, but you need to do a token exchange initially yourself. So it's a bare bones implementation prioritizing function over interface, and eventually, of course, it should be under the hood, right? So anybody coming with credit card, and there are also modules that can help you exchange fiat to crypto. But first, we want to create something that will work for certain people, and then we expand this amount of certain people to include there eventually everybody. So it's hackathon approach, so we will ask ourselves question like, what if we would need to deliver it like fast? There will be separate small teams, 2-3 people plus product owner working on one team on Reader Wallet app, because they need to figure out what kind of library to use for Reader, what kind of file formats. Then there is a catalog, so you can also see what's available, you can search. And of course there is Wallet, which signs all the requests and maintains all the operations with gas and tokens and liaising with the blockchain and smart contracts. And naturally book content upload, storage, and access authorization. So it starts now, as the title tells, and was there Tuesday? And this week, so we expand the team, we run some kind of discovery sessions, and in the end of this week, latest next week, Monday, Tuesday, we present a comprehensive article with a roadmap of this particular development phase. It might contain dates, but we don't want to overexcite you. Rather, it will contain milestones. So on a weekly basis, we will report on the milestones we have been achieving, so you can yourself estimate like how fast we are going. Well, that's it for today on the roadmap, and please send to our admins any questions you have, so we can tackle them in the systematic manner, just gathering and addressing in a Medium post. Thank you for your presence in the chat, complete and continuous, challenging of what we are doing. Keep doing this. Thank you guys. See you in chat.